Hello. We're on blue flag again. We'll see how this goes. Probably not well. I'll do some Mirage. I'm having issues with my mouse disconnecting. I don't think it's the USB port issue I was having before, because that supposedly got fixed. What I think I've got is a frayed mouse cable, so I'm going to have to replace that, but it's going to be annoying. So if you hear something disconnecting, reconnecting, that's what it is. It's my mouse. Also getting absolutely dog shit performance here, but you know, Syria is as Syria does. Should get better once we're actually in the air. On the ground it's pretty rough though. Okay, where are we? 35, 24. Point 7. 0, 3, 5, 5, 6, 0.7. And our altitude is 30 meters. It's our nearest TAF station. Yeah, we'll just leave it on channel 1. That's the airfield we're at. Go ahead and start turning the displays on. I love the way they fade in, that's so cool. So cool. Power for the backup ADI. I was hoping to hop on Alpens to start the stream, but it's still a ghost town at this time of morning. Hopefully it'll fill up soon. I did do, just before I started the stream, a quick sortie in the Su-25 and confirmed a performance issue that I had been wondering about. It was cluster bomb related. I just didn't realize that the cluster bombs are what were doing it in the particular mission. Flight controls are in test. And switch our radar to medium scan. Nice! Hey 3 Shy! Glad to hear it, man. Hope you're enjoying it. And cheers for the resub. That reminds me, I need to get practicing that display routine, but first I think I need to figure out why my trim's so fucked up on my stick. Been having issues where it randomly full nose down trims me into the ground with no input from me, so maybe not the most conducive thing to flying an aerobatic display, but I do need to get practicing that, so I would like to fly at something this year. Okay, TAF's connected. What was the frequency? It's like 126 or something for comms. I need to make sure I'm actually on SRS as well. 126. Yep. We are indeed hooked up to SRS. I don't think it's working properly. It seems to have issues with the Mirage radio at the moment, that or I'm doing something wrong. I'm probably doing something wrong, to be honest. Whatever. We can just use TAF, that's the nice thing about the Mirage now, is we can let that do the hard work for us. Still counting down on the alignment. That's alright, it gives me time to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. And go ahead and switch the radar over to its transmit mode. It won't while we're on the ground because of the weight on wheel safety. It just means that as soon as the wheels come off the ground, the radar will turn on automatically. I won't have to worry about it. We can get the ground crew to remove the wheel chocks since we got the parking brake on anyway.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Put my pilot body back on.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
And we'll close the canopy. So pull that back to release it, and then slowly pull the canopy down, and then latch. Okay, alignment's good to go. Do you want any plane? Just a 21. So the issue, I assume you're talking about the performance issue. The issue I had was on a specific mission, 2 towns. If I looked at one of the towns, it would tank my frames, even on this PC. And I thought it was maybe something Alpine had placed in the town, but now I've come to realize it's Su-25s using KMGUs to bomb the tanks in that town, because it gets worse the longer the mission goes on, and it isn't always present. So that's what it is. It's people using KMGUs bombing the shit out of the town, and every time I look at it, it tanks my frames. Because I was playing, just like I said, I took the Su-25 up on an empty server to try and figure out what's going on, and also to see if people would join it. So I took a bunch of KMGUs and some S13s, and as soon as the KMGUs hit the ground, fucking killed my PC. And then every time I looked towards where they'd impacted, it killed my PC again. KMGU against tanks? Yeah, that's exactly what they're for. KMGUs are, it's, was it container, malogabaritny, G. I can't remember. Container, malogabaritny, something, universalny. It's universal small submunition container. So you can pack them with anti-infantry shit, you can pack them with mines, you can pack them with anti-tank munitions. The PTABs, which are the anti-tank bomblets, are what I was using. Hey, Pavel. Alright, so since we should be good to go, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the parking brake. Stream keeps freezing on the intro ad. Guess I can't watch. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, that's an annoying issue. I've had things like that with Twitch before, but not very often, so hopefully it does get fixed. Sometimes I find that if Twitch is hanging up on me on a stream, what I'll do is I'll manually set the stream quality to like 480p or something. Sometimes lower it needs to go, but usually around 480p manual setting fixes it. Sometimes even 1080p manual setting fixes it. It's just like occasionally Twitch's automatic transcoding will fuck up really badly and just be constantly trying to hop between settings, and that makes the stream freeze and stutter and not be very pleasant to watch. So it's something to try if you're having trouble watching a stream, like it's buffering a lot or it's stuttering a lot. If it's not on the streamer's end, then it might be that. Also, I just realized I forgot to set the stream title and game. It's still saying I'm on Space Engineers. We might play some later, but we'll do DCS for now. There we go. Twitch has had some problems lately. On some streams I have to reload the stream or I can't chat. Yeah, I get that periodically. It doesn't happen that often for me, but it does happen enough to be noticeable. It's annoying when it does. Really need to clean this monitor. I keep saying it and then forgetting to do it. Okay, let's see if we can avoid popping any tires today. Oh, I forgot. Set my bingo to 800 so it doesn't scare the shit out of me as soon as I'm off the ground. Hey, Seal. Hope you're feeling better, man. Can you fix the Ukraine crisis? Unfortunately, no. I don't think there's anyone on the planet at the moment that can unfuck that mess. Because it's been a long time in the making, and nobody seems to really actually have any interest in fixing it. So, it's fucked. It's gonna remain fucked. It's probably gonna get more fucked. I still am of the belief that there's not going to be a big invasion like everyone's hyping up. It doesn't make any sense. Why invade when you can just do what Russia is actually doing and justify occupying the part of the country you already have some nominal control over in the guise of peacekeeping? Like, if you want to know what Russia's likely to do for the next couple of years in Ukraine, that's it. Look at what they've already done. They're going to push their luck, they're going to see exactly what they can and can't get away with before somebody else responds, and they're going to, you know, quietly nibble away whatever territory that they want. But they're not going to, as far as I can tell, they're not going to do a big land invasion coming down through fucking, you know, coming down through the north, through the Pripyat marshes, and then down to Kiev. I don't think that's going to happen. It might, you know, but the universe might explode tomorrow, same kind of thing. That doesn't make any sense to do. Can't figure out how to turn off the auto alignments for the Mirage. In the special settings, there's no fast alignment option to check or uncheck. I think you might be missing it unless they removed it recently, because there did used to be one. It also probably depends on the server settings. Some servers will, yeah, exactly what Seal said, some servers will override your settings. For example, a lot of people on Enigma server are coming unstuck with the MiG-21 because his server overrides the ASP settings to use the, like, it forces the realistic, or at least the less unrealistic ASP options. So it's something to be mindful of when you play multiplayer, is the server might be forcing a different setting to what you would usually use. Single-player missions can do it too, although usually single-player mission makers don't do it. But multiplayer, the server can force a setting on you. This guy's pulling away from me. I'm not sure exactly who owns what at the moment. I literally just got on the server, so I don't want to get dragged over enemy territory, but we'll see how we go. Doing instant action cold start. Yeah, it probably does. Oh god, the stuttering. What is going on? What is... Please, DCS, can we not? I will say I probably should have restarted my PC before the stream. It's been running for like a week, but... Oh well. Just went through it, still got the post-infection cough. I don't think I've had it yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've had it yet. If I have had it, then it was extremely mild. Because the only time I felt noticeably sick really noticeably sick recently was turned out to be negative. I had to get a test, but it came back clear. It's probably not a good habit to leave it on for so long, but my older PC particularly, I used to leave that running for months at a time, and it didn't really have too many issues. It would, like, slow down a bit eventually, but it wasn't too bad. This one I try and restart at least once a month. Oh, we got a much closer target here. Nothing but hostiles in this area. Why'd you let it run for so long? Usually I have stuff running in the background, like I'll leave it doing things overnight, rendering videos or downloading stuff or whatever. It just builds into a habit eventually. I think this guy's trying to drag me, but I can't quite tell. Yeah, he's trying to drag me. What's N? Naval? Yeah, naval radar. So there's a boat here, and we don't want to get too close to that. Oh, what is with this stuttering? Bro. Fucking blue flag runs so badly. I'd love to play on this server more, but it just... Every time I play on it, I get these stutters and performance issues. Even on Caucasus. Your aircraft self-destruct if you move too fast. I mean, if I go up to high altitude and go above Mach 2.3, yeah, it will. At low altitude, I'm not sure if the Mirage does. I mean, it should, everything should, but as long as it can reach its actual structural limit speed, the Mirage can. It's not modeled for all aircraft in DCS, but it is modeled for most of them. Some of them it's modeled, but it's not modeled right. Okay, there we go. He's recommitted on me. And we got him locked. Picked up quite a bit of altitude there. He's slightly above me. Not gonna go STT just yet. No, you can't. In the real plane, maybe, probably not. Some of them, like the Tomcats, the Tomcats display, for instance, you can play videos through it in real life, not in game. But in the Mirage, I'm not sure. Hey, Super. Yeah, I know, sorry, I forgot to change it. Oh shit, we've got another contact down here, never mind. That naval radar's awake again as well. Hello. Go get him, 5:30. I think his jammer might have bamboozled it. Yeah, his jammer is definitely bamboozling me. Okay, the radar lost him. It's not going so well. I probably shouldn't have taken that shot, to be honest, considering he was jamming especially. Not very smart of me. Just wasted a missile. Quickly turn around and have a look, but that naval radar is going to stop me from flying much further that direction. It's going to really force my hand here. Okay, contact there. Oh shit. I can't believe that missed. Where'd he go? There he is. The other guy's gonna pop me, probably. Shit! Where'd he go? His jam is really screwing with my radar. Oh, he just got deleted by Sam. Yeah, those were flares he was dropping. See, jamming really fucks with the Mirage, especially when you start switching to the close combat modes. Unlike basically any other aircraft in DCS, jamming will really screw this thing up. Getting a little low on fuel. We're pretty close to home though. Get space engineers too soon. Feel a need for a new time sync. Oh, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And if you learn the programming side, maybe you can help me with some of my stuff. I can build chips, but I have no idea how to do any of the scripting or programming business, which I wish I did because it would improve my chips a lot. Turn around for one more quick. We'll have a look-see if we can have an engagement here, but otherwise I'll head back for fuel and missiles. There's a friendly mixed in with that. Taps lost him. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. Getting locked. None of this is good. Oh, we got him. Bit of a waste of a magic there. Oh, and I got deleted by somebody else. Probably the Sam or something. No, this is blue flag. That's why it's stuttering so much. Should be some tutorials on programming? Probably. I want to keep playing on here, but the fucking performance issues kill me in blue flag. Let's pop out for... not that. Let's pop out for a second and see if anyone's on Albans. Have a bit of a look there. If nobody is, I might come back on blue flag for a few more fights. Kill replays would be good. That's what TACView's for. In the game, no, they wouldn't be good. It's a simulator. I don't want to see those. But I have TACView running. That's probably part of the reason that my PC's not running the server so well. So I can see exactly what happened, who did what, anywhere in the mission. Yeah, Alpine server's still empty. It fills up, because it changes based on daylight savings for me, but it seems to fill up around 7 AM now. It's nearly 6, so might just be a quiet day as well. What's happening on Enigma's server? Oh, red are outnumbered. Look how many fucking Hinds there are, Jesus. Fuck it, let's hop on Enigma's server for a bit. We can get some World War II playing gameplay at some point. I do want to do some World War II stuff in DCS, but just haven't got around to it. Don't remember if you went back to enable the faster RAM frequency after the BIOS update. I think I checked it, and I think it was still good, but I'll have to have another look. But I don't think that would be making that much of a difference. Like, Blue Flag always runs badly for me. It's just a really, really heavy mission. Oh, is the stat tracking enabled now? Is that actually a thing now? Holy shit. Fuck yes. Awesome. I have not been keeping up with the Discord except for the Space Engineers channel, so I've just been in a hole for the past few days. Oh yeah, look, it even recognizes my Discord name. Holy fuck, that's awesome. Okay, well, what are we gonna fly? I kind of want to do some Su-25, but it looks like we need fighters, to be honest. Yeah, let's grab a road-based MiG. Frames are a little low on here too today. Might just be my PC having a tantrum. Actually, they're really low on here, holy shit. Probably should have restarted. Oh well. It's been a while since I've actually flown this thing. I haven't really played DCS at all for like a week. To be honest, I'm not sure many of them will. Hello? Do you want to start? Yeah, you do want to start. Okay, good. Oh my god, what is with these freezes? DCS, why do you do this to me? It's running like absolute dog shit. Oh my god.
140, 600, drag northwest, Tiger 2.
Overlord, Circus 1-4, set tripwire 15. Overlord, Circus 1-4, set tripwire 15.
Circus 1-4, Overlord, copy, warning 15 kilometers.
So that was Hashuri we took off from. So we'll check the front line here in a second. Figure out where the fight's happening. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? I could have taken off all the way up there? Okay, never mind. Well, we'll head up the coast. I didn't realize how far ahead we pushed. We're getting pushed back though. Okay. Well, I'm not surprised there's like a fucking blues.
Red 6 1, look it up. Red 6-1, Overlord, Bra, 349, 25, 400, drag northeast, 2 ship Tiger 2.
Got some altitude. It's a bit of a mix. There's certain things in DCS that are really bad for optimization, and some that are scripting. So, for example, a lot of the performance issues on Growling Sidewinder server are because of scripting. That mission scripting is fucked up.
Overlord, Snake 97, set warning 15.
Things like cluster bombs are a huge performance killer no matter what mission you're running.
Snake 97,
because they're just
Overlord,
not optimized.
Copy, warning 15 kilometers.
Doing a dry fit of some of the parts of my model, looking for problem areas. Only 3 slice fingers from my utility knife thus far. See, dry fits are the things that professionals do. I always forget that I should do one until it's too late.
Overlord, Red 6-1, look it up.
Interesting.
Red 6-1, Overlord, Bra, 306-1, 300, hot, Tiger 2.
Don't tell me they didn't install a fuel tank at the road base. Oh shit, I'm not gonna know now until that light comes on. Fuck. Should've checked. That's why you never trust the fuel gauge in the MiG-21. It's not a fuel gauge. It's a fuel totalizer. Two very, very different things, and the difference between them is very important to know if you don't want to end up in a field somewhere. How's the invasion going? Well, it's doing alright, but we're starting to get pushed back. It's the first time I played on this server for about a week as well, actually. Like I said, I haven't really been playing DCS at all, I've just been playing Space Engineers. I'm gonna tell the plane to... Oh, no, hang on, what am I doing? You can tell I haven't played DCS for about a week, because I've forgotten how the fuck MiG-21 works. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And I'm going to quickly open up Task Manager and see what's happening here. DCS is freezing completely as I tab out, that's what's happening. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. Weird. I'm flying the MiG-21 yet? It's not complex. This plane is dog shit simple. Like, your car is more complex than this plane. Like, all of these switches, they're circuit breakers. You can't even flip them. Ignore them. There should be a glass cover over this. Don't touch them. You got these 3 switches. You got basically everything you see here except nav lights, gun camera because it gets in the way, and emergency inverter, and then these are for the rocket boosters. It doesn't matter if they're on or off. But like, most of this, you just turn it on. Like, most of the switches in this cockpit, you turn them on at startup. Like, it's so simple. Everyone gets intimidated by the cockpit. Don't be. Like, this plane is... If you've flown any of the American planes in DCS, even the F5, this plane is simple compared to them. Like, if you can fly the A-10, you could literally do this in your sleep. It's so easy. Everyone gets freaked out by all the switches and buttons. Like, trust me, it's so easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Like, I'm a fucking chimp, and I can fly this thing pretty easily. Head west from here. Probably should have turned west a little earlier, actually. I don't want to get behind their lines too much. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Not the gauge itself, but on the fuel tank status lights. So when the next light comes on, I should have, from memory, like 1200 liters remaining. So I might need to land at a road base and then rearm, refuel, take back off again before I actually get into combat, because I don't know what happened with my fuel there, but I'm going to guess the ground crew didn't fit the fuel tank for whatever reason. Hey, Dark Soul. I will say, when I was on Alpin's server earlier, it was an empty server, but aside from the KGMU craters, or KMGU craters, sorry, the performance on there was fine, so it might just be Enigma's server is struggling a bit. It does do that sometimes. It wouldn't matter now anyway, because I punched it off already. Like, or I hit the button to jettison it already, as soon as I saw the top light come on. But I should have checked it after takeoff to make sure they did fit the tank. Server's amazing. The time it takes to get into action kind of blows. You can fly for 30 minutes and Overlord miss one call and you're down. I mean, there are other road bases you can fly from, which make it much quicker. To be honest, like the flight time from the rear bases, it's only about 15, not even 15 or 20 minutes, to be honest. I don't find it that bad. It's a little more than on most of Alpin's missions, but it's not too much. The other thing is making sure that you're not screwing yourself by flying low, like on the way in. So a lot of people will fly in the weeds. As soon as they're off the ground, they'll fly in the weeds all the way to the front line. And it's like, you're slower doing that than if you climbed up high.
Threat, Raw, 276, 15, 4,300, hot, Tiger 2. Circus 1-4, merged, 286, 4,200, Tiger 2.
Merged. Shit. Overlord Circus 1-4, bogey dart. He must be going at like Mach 1 point something to merge with me that quickly. Overlord Circus 1-4, bogey dart.
Circus 1-4, Overlord, Raw, 0636, 3,900, flying southwest, Tiger 2.
Shit. Nothing. There you are. Okay.
Overlord, Snake 97, pokey dope.
Snake 97, threat, Bra, 265, 15, 100, beam south, Warthog. Overlord, I could not find you on scope.
Overlord, Circus 1-4, bogey dope.
Snake 97, threat, Bra, 250, 15, 100, beam southeast, fast, begin.
Yes,
Circus
seriously,
1-4,
my dude.
Overlord, Bra, 235, 66, 100, beam south, begin, Warthog. Snake 97, merged, 235, 100, Warthog.
Okay, the third group of tanks empty light hasn't come on yet, so we still got a reasonable amount of fuel sitting in the plane. Should be okay for another engagement if I'm not too cavalier with it. He's a little salty about that.
Snake
but,
97, merged,
watch where you're going.
235, 100, begin.
Fighting in the mountains is pain because of that. Like, you'll notice I was glancing back out the windscreen to make sure I wasn't pointing at a mountain while I was kind of bouncing between that and him. I hate fighting in mountains, that's exactly why. You lose tally really easily, you lose situational awareness and plow into the dirt really easily. And in the case of the MiG-21, quite often being in the mountains puts you at the altitude cutoff for the emergency afterburner. I didn't even have it enabled for that fight.
Overlord, Snake 97, pokey dope.
If you get above 4,000 meters barometric altitude, the emergency
Snake 97,
afterburner cuts out,
Overlord,
and you
Bra,
lose
010,
like
3,
a third of your
500,
thrust.
hot, Warthog.
You know, you don't want to be losing a third of your thrust just out abruptly in the middle of a fight. It's not ideal, especially if you're in the vertical. Like, if you're in the vertical and really slow and draggy, and then the E-burner cuts out, you're not going to have a good day at all. Overlord, Circus 1-4, bogey dope.
Circus 1-4, Overlord, Bra, 297, 39, 4,600, beam northeast, Tiger 2. Snake 97, threat, Bra, 286.
To be fair though, the reason I had to
1,000,
fly for so far is because I'm a
Warthog.
dumbass and I didn't check where the front line was. If I'd checked where the front line was, I would have been off the ground and within a fight within about 10 seconds.
Overlord, Snake 97, pokey dope.
Snake 97, Overlord, Bra, 289, 11, 800, hot, Warthog.
Overlord, Circus 1-4, bogey dope.
Break, break, break. Snake 97, merged, 272, 800, Warthog.
Oh, this frame
Circus
rate's killing me.
1-4, Overlord, Bra, 337, 34, 5,300, beam northeast, Tiger 2.
Absolutely killing me. I've noticed Enigma's server sometimes, like some days it's almost unplayably stuttery and like this basically, and other days it's perfectly smooth. And there seems to be no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. I mean, I'm always running TAC-View, so I know I'm going to take a performance hit from that, but it's not TAC-View, because TAC-View is consistent. It's not smoke, well, it might be smoke, I don't think it is though. The better smoke mod doesn't affect frame rate at all, so it's weird. It's really weird, I can't work out why it happens. I've seen a lot of people say that proof.
Merged, 060, 1,400, Warthog.
It might be super now, it wasn't before, and even if it is disabled, like on Blue Flag,
97,
I'm still running it, so it will still
193,
record
800,
something, or try to
Warthog.
record something.
Circus 1-4. Threat. Bra. 252. 15. 1200. Beam southeast. Fast. Tiger 2.
That's this guy. And I visually see him. He's just entering my gun pipper now. Right there.
Snake 9-7. Threat. Bra.
Drop
334.
weapon. Oh.
15. 400. Hot. Tiger 2.
He got outjousted.
Circus 1-4. Merged. 215. 300. Tiger 2. Circus 1-4. Threat. Bra. 166. 15. 500. Hot. Warthog.
That's what that jammer is.
Overlord. Lab 6. Wrong. Book it up.
There he is.
Raptor 6-1.
A10s are pretty easy to spot. Oh my god, don't freeze, please. Not when I'm this close to
Overlord.
it.
Red 6. Wrong. Book it up.
Things the size of a fucking bus, it's so easy to see.
Break. Circus 1-4. Merged.
Yes, I know.
132. 300. Warthog. Red 6-1. Overlord. Bra. 082. 9.
This
300.
boy's fixing to catch an
Drag east.
R3R.
Warthog.
Boom.
Overlord. Red 6. Wrong.
Okay, so
Book it up.
the fuel lights are coming on about when I expect them to. We'll go pick up some more fuel.
Red 6-1. Overlord. Bra. 337. 32. 500. Drag northeast. 2 ship Tiger 2.
R3Rs one-shot A10s more often than not, by the way. So, if I have them on board, that's what I prefer to use for killing them. Go land at Sanaki, it's just over there. So we're going to set our RSBN up to Sanaki as well, since that's where we're going to be operating out of. I forgot to turn my blown flap system back on, so we'll do that now before I land, because discovering that that is off on landing is not a fun experience. It's not as hard as people think, but it's not fun. Surprised people use a jammer on the A10? I do. You know why I use a jammer on the A10? It's a dinner bell. It attracts every MiG in the area to me, and then I shoot them in the face with AIM-9P5s, because holy fuck, that missile is ridiculous. They don't get lock warnings, so the MiG-21's radar is very buggy. This is a very old module. It's the first third-party module, the first full-fidelity supersonic fighter. So the way the radar works in this, very arcane and bizarre. It's basically acting like a laser instead of a radar. Like, this has more in common with this Su-25's air-to-ground systems than it does with an actual radar. So hopefully that gets recoded at some point. It really needs it. But, yeah, they don't get a lock warning. They get a launch warning, so when I fired the R3R, he should have reacted to it, because he would have had a warning for that. But they don't get a lock warning, and they should. Hey, Polar. Oh, that wasn't Polar. I'm looking at the wrong notifications. That's Trip! Holy shit. Thanks for the resub, Trip, and happy birthday for yesterday, man. Hope you had a really good one. Yeah, my notification's not working properly. Interesting. You did? Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I will say this, though, because, you know, there's a lot of talk back and forth about the MiG-21's radar not giving warnings. It should. It is broken. It is a bit of an advantage, but it's not a huge advantage, because I have flown the MiG-29 against F5 and A10 guys, and I've had them hard locked in STT on that thing, which does give warnings, for several minutes, and they've not reacted, or I've fired missiles at them and they've not reacted. So it's partially a MiG issue where people are not, you know, you can't react to something you don't have a warning of, but it's not the only issue. Part of the issue is just people get really overconfident. Yeah, they still see the searches. So you'll still see 21 nails before the radar locks you. You'll still see the search warning for it. So, like, yeah, exactly as Dotted Fish says, if you can see the warning, you should be reacting to it. Like, me and Seal, when we were flying the F5s together, right after the patch where it started breaking its wings and everyone started crying about it, we were flying F5s together and we would see a 21 nails and we'd react to it. It doesn't have to lock us or shoot us, we would just react to it. You know, we know there's a 21 in that general area, so we're not going to fly face first into him. There's a lot to be said for basic situational awareness, but it's something most DCS players lack. Interestingly, the jamming light on my radar is still on, even though I reset the radar, and it's in standby mode, and the A10 that was jamming me is dead, so curious. Might be a new bug, or it might just be there's another A10 in front of me. But it should not be picking up jamming with the radar in standby, so I might have to drop a bug report for that soon.
Static 1-1 radio check.
Static 1-1, Overlord, 5x5.
I knew another person who shared a birthday. Happy birthday to you too, 3-Shot. Happy birthday to everyone that shares the same birthday today, apparently. Okay. Yeah, now, so the fuel gauge is about 200-300 litres high. That's fine. Shouldn't have been, but I can live with it. Yeah, it shouldn't. I'll have to bug report it. Not really an ideal approach here, but then again, when do I fly ideal MiG-21 approaches? Not very often. A little more power because we are sinking a bit. We do also have this crosswind to contend with. It's a reasonably stiff crosswind too. If you look at the smoke over there on the horizon, I'm getting blown to the right quite a bit. So we're going to need to crab her in a little. On the plus side, it's helping turn me into alignment with the runway, because it's blowing me over. Somebody parked halfway down the runway, so we'll try not to hit them. A little fast over the end of the runway here. Touchdown at 350 is not ideal, but given I'm dealing with a crosswind and a low frame rate, I think we'll take what we can get. We've got 15 minutes till server restart. I'm almost tempted to restart DCS and see if that helps, although I doubt it will. Probably I need to restart the whole PC. But I'd have to restart the stream to do that, which I don't really want to do. Oh, the frames. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. Alright, let's get off the runway. I'm gonna disconnect, and 15 minutes. How we can have like a just chatting stream for a couple minutes while I wait for the server to restart, and I'll restart my DCS as well. Your plane appeared to be parked in a very unusual attitude, APOC. What did you do to it? Yeah, it's gonna interrupt the VOD, which I don't like doing, but we could do that. Bouncy.
Oh, like a Snake 97, bulk it up.
Alright, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll restart my PC real fast. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys.
309, 84, 1300.
And and
southwest,
hopefully that
Tiger
should
2.
hopefully make things run a little better.